Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston, and today I'm back for episode number 21 of my 1998 Tampa Bay Devil Rays series, OOTP series, I should say, here on Out of the Park Baseball 16. And today we are back with the 2003 World Series, and we are looking to defend our title and win back-to-back championships. We're taking on the Cincinnati Reds in this episode, and we can take a look at how they have done this season. I think they won 90 games? Yeah, 90 games this year. And they've got some pretty familiar faces, some names you're going to recognize. First off, David Segui, who we let walk this past offseason. He had a productive season. I mean, he got a really big contract, and I would say 2.1 wins above replacement for a $13 million salary in 2003. Not what you want to see. And really, even that for a $13 million salary in 2015 wouldn't be good, especially in 2003. You would think he has not really lived up to that contract, but that's the exact reason why I didn't want to sign him, because I knew he was going to be that kind of player. And I thought, he'd probably still produce and hit well, but he's 37 years old and he just doesn't provide the defensive value, and he's just not worth that money. So, if you're a team like Cincinnati, I don't think Cincinnati is the highest payroll, but at the same time, the reason we have to make decisions like that is because we're the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. We don't have the big revenue streams, and we don't have the big payrolls to work with. But if you're a team like the Yankees, or maybe the Reds found themselves in this kind of situation in the offseason, but if you have that kind of payroll flexibility, then it doesn't really matter what kind of value you're getting. You take a guy who can, get an 810 OPS and fill a hole for you if you have that hole. And clearly, they have not suffered because they signed that contract. They were 14th in runs scored, so it does look like they needed the offense, but they're first in runs against, and this pitching staff is really ridiculous. This is kind of like one of our teams from in recent memory, but CC Sabathia, Dontrelle Willis, Rick Ankiel, and Jason Schmidt. This is like the murderer's row of pitchers almost. It is like a... Man, this is a very good group, especially to assemble. And this is still, I still sort of consider this the steroid era. We're sort of moving away from that. But, I've talked about it in this series before because we sort of started up in the height of the steroid era. Pitching is so hard to come by. That's why I emphasize drafting and developing pitching so much early on in the series. And Cincinnati seems like they've done the same. They drafted Sabathia. They drafted Dontrelle Willis. They drafted Rick Ankiel in the second round. And what was Schmidt? He was a trade. They picked him up a while ago, though, and he's been very good. So they clearly, identified early on. They got Schmidt when he was young, and he turned into a 20-game winner. They sort of identified their guys early on and assembled their rotation, and it's sort of built up into this really good team. Now, of course, their offense is pretty lackluster. They don't have a lot of pop. Segui led the team with 20 homers. Only 3 guys had double-digit homers. They do have Johnny Damon, who looked like he was a pretty productive player this season. They've got Andy Chavez, but not a lot of big names in this lineup either. Not a lot of names you're going to recognize. So, I guess Sancho Picaro, it looks like I don't know, I would say he's not, his number, I like some of these ratings, but it doesn't look like his numbers have really lived up to it. He does get on base a lot, I'll give him that, but I don't know. Other than that, Jeff Devanin, I don't even recognize half these names, and I usually can recognize old baseball, or not old baseball names, but baseball names from this era at least. I can usually recognize most of them, and I don't really recognize a lot of these guys, so it's definitely a team carried by their pitching staff, and their bullpen not too shabby either. Jack Crescend and Tom Davey, pretty good setup man and closer. They also have Johan Santana. Past that, it's not too great, but I'd say they have enough at least, but I don't know, I guess that'll probably be tested in this series. We've gotten into a lot of bullpen games in this postseason, and our bullpen has been fantastic so far. So I think that their bullpen will really be tested in this series. But all right, so yeah, they won 90 games. Their Pythagorean win-loss was 91 and 71, so they were a little bit worse than their Pythagorean win-loss, but whatever, it's not a big deal. They have not won a championship since 1990. They've had absolutely good success in their past, so they won a couple championships in the 70s, of course, with the Big Red Machine, and I didn't even know they won one in 1940. And then, of course, Cincinnati, this is actually like the original baseball team. This is the Cincinnati Red Stockings, as they were known in the 1870s, was like the first professional baseball team. So it is kind of cool. It's an historic franchise, and it's cool to see them in a World Series. But all right, so let's make sure our pitching stat or our rotation is all ready to go. Because I don't even remember who. I guess did Hudson make the? Oh no, so Hudson can definitely go game 1 then. That's good. Was it? Or have we just had enough off? I guess we've just had enough off time that we can reset our rotation as we want. So perfect. We'll just go Hudson. We'll go Hudson, Benson, And then, I don't know, I'm really thinking, let's see, how did... I guess Saunders was a little bit better the last time out, but he really wasn't that great. And Zito, I think, struggled too. Oh, no, Zito had that big start, I forgot. Okay, so we'll put Zito in Game 3. And then, I guess we'll go Saunders Game 4. I still think I'll go with him over Domingo, but... I don't know, it's kind of a tough choice at this point. But either way, so we are all set and ready to go. Let's do this game number 1 against Cincinnati from Tropicana. We will have home field. I'm not sure if this game's ever going to institute. I need to find out when they instituted the rule where the winner of the All-Star game gets home field, because I wonder if this game's ever going to follow on that. But anyway, we are without Jason Varitek. In case you guys forgot, he is out for the playoffs, so we have Benji Molina as the everyday catcher right now. That is not really great, but... what are you going to do? Alright, and we've got Marquis in there against the lefty Ankiel making the start in Game 1. So Cincinnati's got a couple lefties. I think it's going to be important for Juan Marquis to have a big series. I mean, we have a lot of right-handed bats in our lineup, and but I would still say at the same time, I mean, with Ankiel and Sabathia, I think it's going to be key for a guy like Marquis to have a big series. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, game number 1 from the Trop. Cincinnati versus Tampa Bay. Here we go. The 2003 World Series is underway. It is Hudson versus Ankiel. This one's been a pitcher's duel so far. Only 1 hit combined between the two through... oh, okay. Well, I was going to say through 5, but can't do that now. It was a solo home run from Paul Konerko that gave us the lead. So we've got a 1-run lead now into the top of the 6th. Hudson still dealing only at 70 pitches. Oh, but he gives up a 3 spot. Not good. So, let's see, 2-run homer from Sancho Picaro, and then another home run from Jeff Devanen. So a team that didn't hit for a lot of homers in the regular season, coming up with a few big ones there. Alright, how many pitches is Hudson at? 87, we can probably leave him in for the 7th. Can we get, okay, we get 1 back. Was it another solo homer? No, it looks like a little small ball this time. Benji Molina with the single, and then a wild pitch, or it looks like, what was it? Okay, Garcia Parra got hit, and then a wild pitch, 2nd and 3rd. And then another wild pitch, back-to-back wild pitches. Wow. So we get a little lucky there. All right, now let's get someone up in the bullpen. So we've been going with, man, I haven't recorded this in a couple days. I don't even remember now. We've been going with Madsen, Gonzalez, and Rivera though for our 7, 8, 9. So let's get Madsen and Gonzalez up. We can go righty-lefty here if we want. And that's funny. So Gonzalez throws lefty but hits righty, and Madsen hits lefty but throws righty. That is kind of funny. Anyway, alright, so let's do until runners in scoring position. Alright, he gets through the inning. Now, let's see, 107 pitches, so his day will be done. Who is due up for Cincinnati is the question. They've got the lefty Chavez, but then some switch hitters and some righties. Alright, so I think we'll go with Madsen for the 8th then. And save Gonzalez if we can. Alright, bottom 7. Can we get anything going? Nope. Madsen on for the 8th. And he gives 1 back. That is bad, bad, bad. So we are losing the bullpen battle early. Let's go with Carl Sadler for the 9th, maybe. I don't want to burn my high leverage relievers if we're not going to win this game. It does not look like it. We only have 2 hits. Ankiel is dealing right now. The man who many of you wanted me to draft in that first draft that we did, he is coming back to bite me, and we're going to lose. He goes, oh, wow, he goes the complete game, 10 strikeouts. Did allow a pair of homers, so we got another solo homer there in the 9th, like, from Griffey this time. But Sadler pretty much ruined our chances in the top of the 9th. So, all right, we lose game 1, 7-3. Moving on to game number 2. We will have Chris Benson on the mound against Dontrell Willis. Right, so I forgot they have 3 big lefties in the rotation. So yeah, it is going to be key for our right-handed hitters to show up. We have not faced a lot of lefties this postseason. Marquis, I think, has only had... before this, he only had 1 postseason start, so we'd only faced 1 lefty before. And man, he is not playing well right now. But alright, we've got Chris Benson on the mound. Benson has been so dominant this postseason. This is the man we want in a spot like this, a game you got to think we would have to win if we wanted to stay alive in the series. I mean, going down 0-2, not exactly like, you know, it's not like you can't overcome that, but going down 0-2, then going back to Cincinnati, well, that is going to be pretty tough. So this is a big game, and we have the right man on the mound for this, Benson. So here we go. And this is going to be another pitcher's duel early, it looks like. Scoreless through 4. Benson has surrendered 2 hits in the first, but has not surrendered 1 since. Willis, though, has been equally dominant. There we go. We get a run. Didn't even get a hit that inning. How did that happen? Konerko gets hit by a pitch, and then he advances on a ground out to second? That's a little weird, but all right. And then Roland reaches on an error. Nice. And Konerko scores. I'll take it, I guess. We got a 1-0 lead now. Benson has only allowed 2 earned runs this postseason. Can he keep it up is the question. 78 pitches through 6. Oh! Oh, Chris Benson, no. No. He just pulled a Tim Hudson. Look at that. Oh, man, he blew up that inning. God. Oh, that is frustrating. That is sad. Oh, and Gonzalez is hurt? Okay, great. I don't know how he got hurt. Dizziness and nausea. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's get Blaine Neal up then. Can we get these runs back? Or it's not. Okay, first 2 men reach. Hinske and Konerko are aboard. So we're getting something going off of Willis now, it looks like. Let's see if Griffey can do something here. He's hitless in the contest. Check out the runners. Here's the pitch. Swung on, driven in the air. Deep center. Chavez running hard near the track. He reaches. He can't get it. Hinske scores. Konerko to third, and he will be held there. But that is going to make it a 3-2 ball game, and we've got 2 men in scoring position now with no one out. Now, come on, Juan Marquis. It's time for you to get a big hit here, please. You mash lefties. At least you're supposed to. Wrap turn on the ground. Back up the middle. Backhand snare by David. Throw to first. In time. That didn't score a run? What? Oh, come on, game. You're killing me here. Yikes. All right. Now Scott Rowland's turn. What can he do? A couple ducks on the pond. 3-1 count. Willis kicks and fires. Taken for ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Michael Hart. That was probably a good play by Willis. Sets up the double play, and Hart is definitely not as good of a hitter as Scott Rowland is, although I'd say they're both kind of weak, but either way, now it is Michael Hart's turn. He's a tough man to double up, but he's behind 0-2, and he strikes out. Oh, why? All right, now we got to get a pinch hitter. Quinlan or Jordan? Who's got the better rating against lefties? Quinlan's pretty much the same. Jordan. Nope. No, I wanted Jordan here. Let's see, ratings. And it's pretty much the same as well. We're not really looking for a 3-run homer, though. I don't know. Quinlan probably has a better chance of putting the ball in play. I think we'll go with Quinlan here. He's been the man we've had all year long for this exact role. So let's see what he can do. All right. The one-shot wild pitch. All the runners will advance, and this game is tied. Look at that. Unbelievable. The defense from the Reds has been really suspect this series. I mean, they've given up a couple easy runs so far. Quinlan swings hit on the ground to the right side of the infield. David grabs it, throw to Sagai. In time, Sagai. I don't even know anymore. All right, but we get both runs back there, so we are knotted up at 3. Now we've got to put Lee Collins back in. First, let's put Neal in the game. Then we're going to go put Collins in at catcher. And all right, so let's see if Neal can hold him here in the 8th. And he does just that. All right, so now we'll get Mariano up. And we can use Madsen in the 10th maybe, and then maybe Gonzalez in the 11th. I don't know, we'll see if the game gets there. But all right, bottom 8, nothing going there. So Neal's only at 10 pitches, but we got to get Mariano in when we can. He has been very good this postseason. So let's see. All right, gets through the 9th unscathed. How many pitches? Only 9. All right, so we're definitely going to leave him in for the 10th then. At least give him the start of the 10th. But here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Okay, Konerko with a little... Looks like he got a single and then maybe advanced? He advanced on a ground out. Okay, unassisted. I don't know how you advance on a ground out to the first baseman, but whatever. This game is weird, man. All right, so let's see. We've got a man on second for Juan Marquis. We've got a pinch hit for him here. He's been awful. And it is a righty on the mound. So let's get Sepulveda in and see what he can do. I'm not gonna pinch off Konerko. That would be foolish. Here we go. High hopper toward third. Piccaro's got it. Throw to first. In time. 2 down now for Scott Rowland against not his former team, but a team he would play for in the future. Or was it his former? Did we pick? I can never remember if he played for Cincinnati first or St. Louis first. I guess he probably. Oh, okay, it was Philly. Oh, okay. Well, he played for Cincinnati at one point in his career. And I'm pretty sure he played for St. Louis too, but now I don't even remember. Whatever. Alright. Michael Hart now. 2 on, 2 out for the light-hitting Michael Hart. He's got a hit here today, though. Hart swings, grounder towards short. Martin's got it. Throw to second in time. So we are headed to extras. Alright. And Sepulveda will come in and play right. We've got Mariano on, but we will get someone up just in case. We'll go with Madsen again. Just have to have faith in him. He's been one of our best relievers, at least towards the end of the season. So, all right, top 10. Mariano gets through. It's nice. Now let's see, how many pitches is he at? 23. All right, so it's time to get him out of there. We got the off day tomorrow, so I don't mind using him for 2 days or for 2 innings, but I can't really go past that, I would think. But all right, here we go. Lee Collins, he's hitting 1,000 this postseason. He's leading off things in the bottom of the 10th, but he can't do anything there. So now we are headed to the top of the 11th. Madsen on. Ooh, the first 2 men reach. Jesus, Madsen is struggling against one of the teams he would play for. In real life, I almost like his performance. Okay, we got to get Gonzalez up. I know he's not feeling well, but all right, come on. Can we get Buford out here? Come on, Madsen. Swung on, line drive, left side, diving everybody, rolling. He makes the catch. Oh boy, a huge catch by Scott Rowland. All right, 1 down now. Houston, Tyler Houston's the bottom of the lineup. What can you do here, Mr. Madsen? 3-2 pitch, check swing. He offered big strike 3. All right, 2 down now for Josh Martin. Can Madsen get out of the jam? He's got an 0 for going today. 2-2 is the count. Madsen against the sign, working from the stretch. The pitch. Martin swings, liner towards short center in pursuit of his win. It's out of his reach. It's going to fall to Venn. It's a third. He will hold. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't send him there. All right, we're going to get Gonzalez in now. Nope. There we go. Put him in. Got a couple lefties coming up anyway. Let's see it. Oh, Johnny Damon's got a 3-1 count. Come on, Mike. Don't walk him here, please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Damon's 0 for 4. You can't walk him. No! Mike Gonzalez walks in the go-ahead run, and since he takes the lead, now it's Chavez's turn. 0 for 5 tonight. The pitch, Chavez swings, cracked hard to right. Base hits. 1 run scores. Here, okay, they're only going to send 1. Now it is Segui's turn. 2 for 4 tonight with a double. Bases loaded, 2 down. Hit on a line into left. Canerco makes the catch. All right, so we are headed to the bottom half of the 11th, but since he's got a 2-run lead, it is Gerard Riggin? I don't even know. Riggin. He's on. He's going to face Hinske here. He's got 30 saves this year, I guess, so he's not too bad. 2-1 offering to Hinske, swung on, stroke to left. That is going to be a base hit, so that will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Paul Canerco. Hinske getting it going a little bit, it looks like, here in recent games after struggling for the first couple of series. Now it is Canerco, puts it in the air, shallow right. That's going to fall for a base hit. All right. We're not going to send Hinske. So 2-1 with no one out here for Ken Griffey Jr. And he's ahead in the count 3-0. I'd give him the green light here, but let's see. He has one he likes now from the stretch. He fires ball for the bases are loaded. The winning run is on first. All right, now it is Sepulveda's turn. The count is 2-2. Swung on high, pop up to center. Chavez barely has to move, waits for it, makes the catch. I don't really know if it makes much sense to try and send him here, so let's just hold. Because we don't really care about that run. We care about the runner on second. All right, now it's Scotty Rowland's turn. What can he do? Regan kicks and deals, swung on pretty well, hit to center. Chavez races back near the track. He jumps. He can't get to it. Hinske scores. Canerco scores. Griffey will hold at third, but Scott Rowland ties up the game. Yes. Oh, the man I tried so hard to trade last offseason comes through when it matters the most. Now it is Michael Hart. Just put one in play. Come on. Let's see it. Michael Hart, he will get 4 wide ones. That was probably a good call. And we can't pinch hit for Collins. We have no other catchers on the bench. So we've got to let him hit. Can he do it? The 2-0 count, the stretch, the pitch. Collins swings, ground ball to the left side. It's into the outfield. Griffey scores, and the Rays win Game 2. Lee Collins is the hero in RBI walk. Well, I should say RBI, but a walk-off base hit. Woo! What a game. What a game. What an 11th inning. That was dramatic. That was about as dramatic as it gets. That was awesome. Awesome game. Woo! All right. Catch my breath for a sec. Let's move on, though. We've got Game 3 from Cincinnati, and I think they're going to break out the big man, CC Sabathia. Yep, they are going with him, and someone got hurt. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Who got hurt? Oh no, we just don't have our NL lineup set, do we? All right, let's copy and paste. So this is going to be tough. Griffey has been really big. I think we got to start him in right over Sepulveda and Marquis. And then, yeah, Molina there. Can move hard up to the 7th spot. Okay, don't want my pitcher hitting. There we go. Alright, and we'll just copy and paste this, and we will be all ready to go as soon as I plug in my computer, because I don't want it to die while I'm recording. My laptop. Alright, here we go. Game number 3 from Cincy. Not great. When did Great American Ballpark open, or were they still playing at not Veterans Field, the other one? I can't remember what their old ballpark is now. Not Three River Stadium. It's Pittsburgh's. But alright, whatever. Oh, okay, it is Great American. Alright, so here we go. This is probably the first World Series game ever from Great American. So, alright. Game number 3, and it is CC against Barry Zito, a matchup of two lefties, the Southpaws. So let's see, can we get anything going off of Sabathia? Really, no one has gotten anything going off him this postseason. A 1.42 ERA and 38 innings of work. That is a lot of work for a postseason. He has pitched quite a bit. We've got a pair of hits, but no runs through 3. Zito, though, is looking pretty good so far. And there we go. 2 runs. And look at that. Hinsky and Konerko. So Hinsky walked, Konerko with the single. And it looks like Michael Hart drove in Konerko. So there we go. Alright, 2-zip lead. Now, let's see what Zito can do. Only 1 strikeout so far. Through 3 innings, but he has not surrendered a base runner yet. And more of the same through 5. He is looking good. He has clearly found something. We get another run there, but he's clearly found something in his last 2 starts. And once again, Eric Hinsky, man, he is stepping it up now. After struggling for the better part of the first 2 series, he is coming up huge. So we've got a 3-run lead. Now let's see if Zito can protect it. He has been filthy so far. 2 more in the... Wow, alright. A triple. Another... that is the Randy Wynn special right there. The triple. And then Hinsky... I guess it was just a wild pitch. He didn't drive in anything. But still, it happened when he was at the dish. So, I guess I can't really give him credit for that. But whatever. Alright, so Zito... He has not allowed a base runner through 6. Let's see if this continues. Ooh, okay. He's got something brewing here. Alright, let's keep going, though. He's at 76 pitches. Still has not allowed a base runner. Oh, damn it. Alright, I was really hoping he would at least throw, like... Well, I feel bad saying it now, but I was at least hoping he would throw a no-hitter or something. But I got my hopes up. I'm not going to lie. I was really thinking, but... Alright, here we go. So, he is at 94 pitches. He can probably at least start the 9th. But we will get Mariano up just in case. And give the rest of our relievers the night off, hopefully. Unless this game goes to extras, but that should not happen. And there it is, Barry Zito, another dominant performance. Complete game, only 2 hits, 1 earned. Only 4 strikeouts, but the last 2 starts, I think he only has 7 strikeouts combined. He has still gotten the job done. Sabathia went 8 1/3. Why did they leave him in for so long? Do they know they might need to bring him back for a game number 7? But I don't know. That seems a little weird to me, although Sabathia has been a workhorse throughout his entire career, so that shouldn't be too surprising. But yeah, last 2 starts. Okay, I guess he had 7 Ks in his last start, but still, he has been filthy. Absolutely filthy lately. Apparently doesn't have the team's best interest in heart, but I don't know, it seemed like he did last night. So, whatever. Alright, game number 4. So here we go. Tony Saunders and Jason Schmidt, the number 4s for each team. I think this is definitely where since he's got an advantage, so let's see if they can take advantage. Alright. Game number 4 from Great American. Let's see it. Another one that's starting out as a pitcher's duel. A lot of good pitching this in this series. I think I don't know, it's almost like our rotation has sort of played up to the competition, because they've been pretty good so far. Saunders is looking pretty good, but we'll see. Scoreless through 4.5. Scoreless through 5 now. Scoreless through 6. Wow, both pitchers really dealing right now. Saunders only 2 strikeouts, but he's at 72 pitches, so we can at least leave him in there from the next inning. There we go, a 2 spot in the top half of the 7th. More timely hitting. A 2-run homer from Scott Rowland. Oh, baby. That is what I like to see. And even Tony Saunders got out of the action with a single there. I like it. I do like that. All right. Let's go till runners in scoring position. Nice. Another clean inning for Saunders. He's at 84 pitches. Well, at least start the next inning, but we'll get someone up. We'll get both. Let's get Gonzalez, because Madsen has kind of struggled. Let's just get Gonzalez and Rivera up. Hopefully we won't have to use them, though, because Saunders is going to hit next inning, it looks like. I completely forgot about that. I have to like deal with that when we're playing in the NL. I wasn't even thinking about that in Game 3. But alright, bottom 8. Let's see. Oh, okay, first 2 guys reach. So if we have to, we can double switch to try and avoid having the pitcher hit next inning. But if we bring in Gonzalez, it won't matter. It's just if we bring in Rivera, we're going to want him. But alright, let's see if Saunders can at least try getting out or two here. 88 pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike. Buford swings flared out towards shallow left center. Konerko, he's got it. Alright, 1 down now for Johnny Damon. It is a 3-1 count. Saunders nods, deals the pitch. Damon swings at it, line drive towards short. Lunging Garcia-Parra makes the grab! Nomar Garcia-Parra, man. Certainly not known for his defense, but he robs his I guess they were never teammates in this game, but his real-life once teammate, Johnny Damon, of a, well, probably would have been an RBI base hit there, but alright, 2 down. So they're bringing in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Tyler Houston, and it's a lefty, so let's let Saunders face him. They had Davey hitting there, so they double switched the number 2 hitter out, it looks like. But here we go, the pitch, Houston swings, slow dribbler, out toward the hill. Saunders has got it, throw to Hinsky in time. So there we go, 8 scoreless innings from Tony Saunders. Clearly it was the right move to, well, I don't even say that. I try to avoid like confirmation bias, but it's hard to argue that it wasn't the right move to let him start over Domingo, it looks like. But alright, so we have got to, let's do this. Let's we're gonna pinch it for Saunders. I'm gonna sit Rivera for now because I don't want him to get, I don't want to blow his arm out or whatever in the bullpen. So here we go. Wind the pitch, delivers the pitch, strong on miss strike. Okay. I'm like mumbling here, I'm sorry. Now let's get a pinch hitter up. It'll be Sepulveda, as they've got a righty on the mound. The 1-2, down he goes on a curveball. Alright, so now we can get Rivera back up. And he should still be at least relatively warm. Okay, he's still warming up, so we should be good. Let's just do half inning. Alright, looks like Wynn might have reached, but Garcia-Parra was retired. So alright, we're going to bring in Mariano. I don't know, I don't think he's blown a save yet, but he does have a loss this postseason. But I don't think he's blown a save yet. So alright, can he keep that perfect record alive, that perfect string? Here we go. In the 9th. And there it is. The Devil Rays win Game 4, and all of a sudden, after losing Game 1, we have a 3-1 series lead. Isn't that, I'm trying to think, how, like, it wasn't the 06 World Series like that? Didn't the Tigers win Game 1 and then the Cardinals won the next 4? It'd be nice if we could repeat that. But alright, there we go. So big Game 4 victory. We are 1 game away from winning our 2nd straight World Series. Are we going to do it in Cincinnati, or are we going to have to wait and try and do it back in Tampa? It's going to be a rematch of the Game 1 battle. Dontrell versus Tim Hudson. Alright, here we go. Game number 5. Hudson has not been good this postseason. I will say he's got a 5 ERA, 15 earned runs. That is not good. Can he step it up? Can he just find, can he get one? We just need one good start out of him. And we're going to need some offense too at some point. But alright, so far so good for Tim. And he did look good in Game 1. He just had that bad, he gave up that 3 spot in the 6th. Let's see if he can avoid that. Alright, scoreless through 6th. Willis is at 92 pitches too, so we're going to get to their bullpen soon. I like that. Hudson, I think, is still pretty low on pitch count. 80 pitches, so he can go at least 1 more inning, if not 2. And alright, nothing going there. Bottom 7, Hudson gets through it cleanly. And they've already subbed out Willis, it looks like. So Hudson's at 91 pitches. He's going to at least start the 8th. Let's see, Jared Riggin on to face the top of the lineup for the D-Rays. And alright, Hinsky reaches. Oh, whoa, he drove in. Oh, we just took the lead. I didn't realize. Alright, so Garcia-Parra reached on a single. And Hinsky, the big go-ahead RBI double. Eric Hinsky, man. I would love to look at what his stats are in just this World Series. He might be World Series MVP the way he's playing right now. Man. Alright. Okay, so we have now a runner on second. With just 1 man out, a chance to get some insurance here, possibly. Hit on the ground toward third. Piccaro's got it. Throw to first in time. 2 down now for Ken Griffey Jr. Against the team he would go on to play for in real life. Tapped on the ground near the Mad Riggin fields a throw to first in time. Alright. We might have to win this game 1-0. We'll see. We will see. So let's see. Mariano looks like he's fully rested and ready to go. So we're going to get Mike Gonzalez and Mariano up. We can go lefty-righty here if we need to. But let's see if Hudson, his ERA has gone down a whole run in this start alone. That is pretty incredible. All right, let's see if we can get through the 8th. Okay. Looks like a 2. Was that 2-out triple from Segui? Wow, David Segui with a triple. Okay. Okay, I see you, David. All right, come on. Let's see if Hudson can get out of his own jam here. Piccaro up. Shakes out the sign, shakes out the next. Now Piccaro steps out, back on the rubber. Here we go. Away ball for it. I think his day is done. He looks gassed to me. Let's get Mariano in there. 1 Only thing is he might have to hit next inning, but that's fine. You know what? Screw it. We got to get our best guy in there. 4-out save it is. Mariano, best postseason reliever in baseball history, at least in real life. Not sure if that follows suit in this game, but he's been awfully good so far. It is going to be Devannon at the dish. 2.78 ERA in real life or not in real life, in the regular season for Mariano. Let's see it. Can he get one final out? Swung on, lines up, bullet down the right field line. Griffey has to hurry. It's going to drop in. And this game is tied. And since he's going to take the lead. Oh, no. A 2-run double for Jeff Devannon. That is too bad. Tim Hudson's great start goes to waste. That stinks. That really does stink. Alright, looks like we're going to get out of the inning, though. Alright, so on to the top of the ninth. They've already used their closer, so they're going to bring in Jack Crescent. Alright. We'll go better. Screw it, why not? Scott rolling up. Let's see what he can do. 18 saves in 23 opportunities, looks like, for Crescent this year. Rolling swings, harmless fly ball to center. Buford's got it. 1 down. Michael Hart's turn now. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Crescent checks the sign, winds up and delivers. Hart swings, ground ball, wide of third. Martin's got it, throw to first in time. Nice play by John Martin, excuse me. Now it's Molina's got 2 hits tonight. The swing, a dribbler in front of home plate. Thomas reaches it, throw to first in time. Alright, so we are headed to a Game 6. Back to the Trop we go. And I mean, Molina had 2 hits that game, but I don't know. I feel like I should probably consider at least consider starting Lee Collins in this next game. I don't know. I mean, it feels like we use both pretty well, but screw it. Let's go with Collins. Molina really hasn't gotten anything going. And Collins does have 2 hits in 3 opportunities. I mean, small sample, but you go off whatever you can, I guess. So, all right, game number 6. Chris Benson back on the mound, and we really want to close this series out now because we've got Benson on the mound tonight. They're going to have Sabathia on the mound in Game 7. And I know we beat Sabathia, and I know we'd have Zito, but, like, I just don't want to see Sabathia try now for Game 7. That would scare me as somebody who's clearly rooting for the Devil Rays here. So, all right. Come on, Chris Benson. You got one more good start in you. Let's see it. Cincy in Tampa for Game 6. This one starting out as another pitcher's duel. Rick Ankiel, remember, he was so dominant in his last start. He had the complete game. And he is looking good now. And Cincy jumps on Benson in the 5th. So they push 2 across. We have to respond now. And Ankiel has had our number. He's clearly putting on a message here. He says, hey, Tampa, you should have drafted me over, I don't even remember who we drafted. I think we got, like, Terrence Long in that 2nd round, I want to say, instead of Ankiel. Should have gone with Ankiel, though, clearly. Alright, so let's get Gonzalez up. Let's get Madsen up. Benson's running pretty high in pitch count here. Alright, so it looks like a 2-out double or something. David somehow reached 2nd. He might have stolen 2nd there. It's Martin up at the dish, though. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Martin is down, and Benson is through 7. So 7 innings, 2 runs. Sort of hard to complain about that. It's really on our offense now to see what they can do. Ankiel has been dominant so far. And we're going to put... Who can we put in? Let's put Gonzalez in. Alright. Now, let's see if we can get anything going off of Ankiel. Alright, a leadoff double from Ken Griffey. Now Marquis, he has not had a big series like I wanted him to. But can he get a big hit here? Here's the pitch. Marquis with a swing. Hammered out toward the gap in deep left center. Damon has to dig. Jumps high. It's off the wall. That's going to score a run. Marquis will hold up at 2nd. He's got an RBI double in the tying run now into scoring position with no one out. So a big hit from Juan Marquis. Finally, his first hit of the postseason. Here we go. And he now, Roland will strike out on the slider. So 1 down. This is where our lineup gets really weak. But all right. Hart gets hit. I'll take that. Now Collins looks like he's got an 0 for going today. But we're going to let him hit here. 0 for 2. Thomas sends the sign, the pitch, the swing, 2 hoppers, smoked right at the shortstop. Don't turn 2, zip to 2nd for 1 to first. A big double play. All right. So, we are through 7 now. A 2-1 lead for Cincinnati. Gonzalez on for the 8th. Gets through that unscathed. Now we can maybe try and get Madsen going in the 9th here. Just try to get him going or something. But alright, we've got the bottom of the 8th to deal with. It's the top of the lineup. Can we get something going off of Ankiel, please? Oh, baby! Oh, that must have been a 2-run homer. Paul Konerko. Whoa, Konerko and Hinski do it again. That is a lethal 3-4. Wow. Paul Konerko. Whew. Oh, man, unbelievable stuff going on in this series. This has been this entire run, I feel like. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like the real baseball playoffs are this dramatic. It feels like it's always like dramatized in OOTP, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Who knows? All right. Let's see. Ankiel gets through the rest of it, but now we've got Mariano on. Can he get one final save? He's got to deal with the 4-5-6 of Cincinnati. Let's see it. The 3-1 count to Baccaro. First game's going to introduce Rivera, but the count is 3-1. And let's see it. Rivera wheels and deals. It misses for ball 4, and the tying run is on. Now it's Devan and the man who had the go-ahead double in the last game. Let's see it. Here's a hard shot towards short center. It's going to get down. So 2 men on now, though. Go-ahead run on for Cincinnati. Rivera's got to find a groove here. Come on. Got to dig deep. It's Philip David up. From the stretch, Rivera brings it home. David turns to bunt, drops it down near the mound. Rivera gloves it, throw to first. In time. All right. So I think now the easy move is to intentionally walk Damon Buford, because Barry Thomas and John Martin have not hit well this postseason. And they're due up next. They're going to go with the pinch hitter Tyler Houston, who's also not hit well this postseason. Here we go. Houston up. 333 is a pinch hitter in the regular season. Struck him out. There we go. A huge strikeout on the sinker. 2 down. Here we are, 1 out away from back-to-back championships. This is about as dramatic as it gets. The bases are loaded for John Martin, the number 9 hitter. What can he do? Martin swings, grounds it back up the middle. Garcia Parra's got it. Takes it to the bag, and the Devil Rays win the World Series for the 2nd straight year. Woo! There we go. I don't even know how to I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. That was dramatic. I was getting pretty worried there. I really thought we were gonna blow it, go to a Game 7, and then who knows in Game 7. Like I said, they were gonna trust CC back out there, who I think might be one of the best pitchers in baseball at this point. So. Alright, there we go, though. We win it. Back-to-back World Championships. That is fun to see. I love that. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Info, history. Oh, it hasn't recorded yet. We got to skip to the offseason first. Alright, let's do it then. Let's do it, because I want to see that. Woo! That was a dramatic series, man. That was entertaining, I would hope. I kind of feel bad that I missed out on the Konerko homer, though. Not going to lie. I'm sure I'll get some comments about that. But alright, ooh, Tony La Russa got fired, interesting. But alright, let's see, there it is, 2 World Championships in 6 years of existence. How about that? That is, wow, we've had 1 losing season in franchise history. We're like the San Antonio Spurs. Wow, this is cool. Or the Phoenix Suns or something, I don't know. Like I said, I'm at a loss for words. But alright, that is going to do it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Hey, Terry Collins got fired. That's some good managers. I don't know if Terry Collins is that good of a manager. I know Tony La Russa is a good manager, but anyway. And who's this? Nick Johnston? Yeah, never heard of him. Alright. Well, that is going to do it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. We win back-to-back World Series. I will be continuing the series. I think, though, I do have a playoff run to play with the Colorado Rockies, and I want to give that series a formal ending. So I think I'm going to take a break from this series just for the next couple of OOTP episodes, but this will be back, and I will be continuing to do this throughout my Christmas vacation. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.